What if I told you that right now, all around you, there's a secret conversation going on? It's one that reveals what people really think and feel, and not a single word is spoken. Today, we're going to learn how to tune in.
You know that feeling, right? You're talking to someone and everything they're saying sounds perfectly fine, but something in your gut is just screaming that it's not. Well, guess what? That's not you being paranoid. That's your brain picking up on a massive disconnect, and we're going to dive right into what that is.
See, that gut feeling? It's not magic. It's your brain working like this super advanced lie detector, picking up on all these tiny signals that just don't match up with the words coming out of their mouth. It's like your body is hearing a whole other conversation that your ears are completely missing.
Okay, so let's get into it. This silent conversation, this unspoken dialogue, how does it even work?
All right, picture this. Someone looks you in the eye and says, "Oh yeah, I'm totally confident about this." But at the same time, their shoulders are all tense, they're fidgeting with their hands, maybe not quite meeting your gaze. Your brain sees that conflict instantly. And that contradiction, that's what creates that deep sense of distrust, even if you can't put your finger on exactly why you feel so off about it.
And you know where this silent communication is an absolute game changer? First impressions. We're talking about making judgments on whether someone is competent or trustworthy in, what, a few seconds? Yeah, it happens way before anyone even says hello.
Our brains are just lightning fast at this. A straight posture? Boom, confident. They're avoiding eye contact? Okay, they're uncertain. Arms are crossed? Defensive. It's not like you're sitting there with a clipboard checking off boxes. No, this is an instant, subconscious thing. Before you've even learned their name, your brain has already cooked up a whole story about them.
All right, this is where we get into the really juicy stuff, the dark psychology of it all. How do we use this superpower to see past the social masks that everyone wears? How do we spot what's really going on underneath?
So, one of the biggest tools in your new toolkit is something called a microexpression. And look, these aren't just subtle glances. We're talking about tiny, involuntary flashes of pure, raw emotion that last for just a fraction of a second. A quick flash of fear, a flicker of pure rage, they happen before the conscious brain can even react and slap on a poker face. And trust me, once you know how to see them, you can't unsee them. Let's take a super common one, the forced smile. We've all seen it, right? It's easy to pull your lips back, but that's just the mouth. A real, genuine smile is a whole face affair. It lights up the eyes, it crinkles the corners, you get those crow's feet, and it actually lifts the cheek muscles. Knowing how to spot the difference between a mouth-only smile and a full-face smile is one of the easiest ways to tell if someone's feeling is legit.
Okay, so this isn't just about spotting hidden emotions. Body language is also huge when it comes to power, status, and authority. Think about boardrooms, negotiations, even just high-stakes social situations.
Let's talk about expansive posture. This is when you take up space. Think open, relaxed shoulders, leaning back a little. This doesn't just look confident to other people. The wild part is that studies show it actually makes you feel more powerful and confident. You're sending a message not just to the world, but to your own brain. And that message is, yeah, I belong here. Now, let's flip that coin. What about a collapsed posture? You know, hunched shoulders, trying to make yourself smaller, all closed off? That signals the complete opposite, right? It screams insecurity and discomfort. Our bodies are just constantly broadcasting our internal weather report for everyone to see. So you can see the pattern pretty clearly, right? On one side, you've got power and confidence, expansive, relaxed posture, calm, deliberate gestures, and steady, balanced eye contact. And on the other side, insecurity, collapsed, tense posture, all that nervous fidgeting, and eyes that are darting all over the place. And you better believe that the people in charge, the decision makers, are picking up on every single one of these signals, even if they're not doing it consciously. And of course, the silent language is absolutely fundamental when it comes to attraction. I mean, leaning forward, that's a classic sign of interest. But if someone turns their body away from you, that's a pretty clear signal of disengagement, and it usually happens long before they say, "I'm not interested." Oh, and here's a good one. Ever notice someone copying your gestures? That's called mirroring, and it's a huge subconscious sign that you're building rapport. Okay, so this is all great information, but how do we actually use it? The real trick is to stop being just a passive listener and start becoming a conscious, active observer. And the absolute first step, the most important one, is to figure out someone's baseline. Think of it like this. Before you can spot when something's off, you need to know what they look like when everything's normal. How do they normally act when they're just relaxed and comfortable? Are they a person who fidgets all the time, or are they usually pretty still? That baseline is your starting point, your anchor for reading everything else. Because the real magic, the real insight happens when you spot the shifts away from that baseline. When a person starts feeling pressure, their behavior changes. All of a sudden, their posture gets tighter. Their normal eye contact pattern gets all weird. Their gestures get more nervous or restricted. It's the change from their normal state that tells you they're feeling some kind of internal pressure. And look, this isn't about learning to manipulate people. It's just about paying better attention.
So from now on, whether you're in a big meeting, on a first date, or even just chatting with a friend, try to listen to what's not being said. This silent conversation, it's happening all the time, and it's incredibly powerful. The only question left is, now that you know how to listen, what are you going to hear?